One day I decided to plant a periwinkle and a money plant on my windowsill. I carried one periwinkle flower pot from my terrace, and for money plant what I had to do was to uproot it from the mud that was there and place it in glass water bottle. I had placed it in that, and I beautified it in my windowsill. Now, as the days were passing by, the periwinkle plant started flourishing beautifully, and I could see every day there were like flowers, in that plant. It was so beautiful to see that. But on the contrary, the money plant which I had placed was losing out its leaves every day. Each day, I would see that the one or two leaves were getting shed, and within a few days, the only thing that was left was the remains of that stem. There was no change in that stem. So I somehow felt something from inside was still saying that, that definitely, this plant, will grow. That sense of feeling of hope or whatever you call it was there inside me. So what I did was I continuously watered it. Now in the meanwhile, those friends of mine, now this time even the family members, they were saying that, you know what, Renu, I think you should just let go of this plant, because it's been quite some time that you've been watering this plant and nothing is happening. It's just the stem that is left. It's dried out, nothing is there in this. And I somehow, my heart was still not ready to believe this. So I continued it. And each day, there was a sense of excitement. Where as soon as I woke up, personally, I was the one who was nurturing this plant. I was the one who was watering this plant. This particular plant, yes, I was taking care of it personally. So, each day, when I used to wake up with that excitement, I used to open the window and to see what is the situation. But sadly, nothing would happen. But however, I just kept on focusing on what my heart was guiding me, until one fine morning, there was one small tiny little shoot of leaf, which is popping out of that stem. The entire, it's a long stem, okay, and with that one small tiny little shoot of leaf, the day I saw, I can't explain the kind of happiness, the joy I was feeling inside. It was so blissful watching that one tiny little shoot, that after so many days of your hardship of working towards something, and when you see little result, you feel that happiness. That's exactly what I was feeling at that point of time, and I can't tell you in words how I felt about it. So within a few days, in fact, it was amazing, that there were multiple leaves that were coming out of that stem, and gradually my entire window was full of that, the creeper of that money plant. Because you know how the money plant grows, it's like creeping, and in all directions it was like leaves coming out, and my entire window was so beautiful after that. I was like amazed, and then I hanged a lot of other plants as well. This is one of the most important lesson that I learned from this experience, and it's quite deep. When we uproot a plant from its original ground, whether it, where it started its journey, wherever it started its journey from being a seed to a full grown plant, and then when we replant it for our beautification purpose or whatever the reason may be, we have to ensure that we provide a much more deeper rooting or a much more better environment for it to grow in all directions as per its seeds plan. Right? The moment we try to dismantle it by uprooting it from its original ground and environment, which is very, very different from what it was, we expect that this plant is going to provide us more beautiful scent, more flowers, fruits, whatever it is. and we also want it to adjust to every possible new environment that we've provided to it. Automatically it should adjust. Is that really possible? Because if we want that plant to flourish the same way or more beautifully, when we then we first have to find out the ways in which the plant would nourish more further, you know and our care and nurturing additionally we have to provide. If we really want that, yes, this plant should further give us more fruits or the flowers to us, then we also have to take care of it. We have to nurture it. We have to take additional care for it and provide a much more deeper grounding for it to spread its roots stronger than its previous original ground. Now, to this, this thought actually made me realize something very deep. When a boy marries a girl, her original comforts, her natural roots are being uprooted completely and replanted into a new environment, new family, new ways of life. Everything is simply new to her. The entire family is new to her, you know. And in such scenario, the boy and the family, they must ensure that they create a much more deeper rooting for her in this new environment by showering a lot of love, support, understanding, care and nurturing. So she spreads her root to, of her essence into the family, creating such amazing and unforgettable impressions on each one's life. She holds the capacity, to flow her love in abundance. The idea is to nourish and nurture and allow the soul to freely be the best version of herself. In most cases, what happens is that she's very shy, and she doesn't even speak her heart out or does whatever she would love to do. She tries to suppress all her emotions, interest, happiness and feelings. Now, let's learn from this and be the one to invite this new member into our family as an indispensable part. After all, family is about oneness. I really hope that this particular experience of mine did add some, insight into your understanding. And in fact, I would also want to hear from you if you felt something interesting about this experience, and if you learned something more about it, do share with me in the comment box below. I would love to hear from all of you. And if you like this video, I would really want you to share it with as many of your friends and relatives so that they also get to learn something interesting out of this experience that we had. With all the love, I'll try to keep coming up with something more interesting. Take care. Bye.